Right. Okay, 50% so far today. Losing horribly to that GM. Beating an FM. Okay. And I am Joorge. Let's play the system which I think I've beaten them once or twice. I've lost them a few times as well. Depends if we can get good E5 control. I think it's coming around like the E5 question. I don't want to overcommit to the H-file attack. So here he's already restraining E5. Can I provoke a weakness? I was gonna like play for F4 later. Okay. So a crude attack here hasn't worked in the past, but let's play H5 anyway. This could be painful for either side. So I don't know. Okay, so there's bishop c5. I can put that in here to get the king on h1 surely. Now can I prevent f4? I'll just play g5. I'll prevent f4. Sack that bishop. Okay. And now reinforce e5 maybe with f6. Is it going to be too dangerous for him to open up this h-file? If he doesn't, I think I'm going to play f6 and bishop e6, knowing that I've tried my best to stop f4, which blew me to bits in the previous game. If he takes the h-file, then it becomes all tactical. It's like rook h4, rook h8, or just rook h2 as a major threat as well, sometimes because it's bishop. So, okay, let's go for it. Let's reinforce e5. So if he doesn't do anything, I might retreat the bishop now. Just try and play positioning again, positioning. Like b5, chase the knight back to a3 and play a6. Actually, b5 I just take. So bishop e6, b5, yeah, b5. There's knight a5, bishop b4, there's knight c6. Oh dear. Is he going to take on g4? It's making him a bit concerned anyway. Is it a bluff, this h-file? I'll just develop the rook and the king. It's a brilliant game, which I hope you've seen the video for, the classic 1970 game, the Larsen against Spassky, where there was a brilliant early attack in the opening, which exposed Larsen's king. He hadn't managed to castle queenside. But it was a brilliant like rook sack. But here, of course, White's castled. If he can, neutralise this diagonal, this is probably unsound. But like with most sacrifices, they're often emphasising things. I just want to emphasise the h-file, and I don't want to get blasted from f4. Okay, so if I just put this back then for a moment. Okay, now can I play just, I don't know, positionally? Something like b5, there's knight a5, that's out of the question, isn't it? Bishop b4, knight c6. That h3, there's maybe knight c5 and bishop a3. So bishop d4 to encourage c3, or taking on c4. What about just taking on c4? And then if it takes, maybe bishop d4. Because that knight's pretty strong on c4. Okay, so if I take, and he takes the b pawn, I could take with the queen and then take on c4, almost, if the knight wasn't protecting. I'll go for this one. Maybe knight e6, eyeing that d4, but my king, I'm going to get it over here. He's going to try and hack me up. Queen c5, there's bishop a3. There's queen c4 there, let's play for that. Queen c4. Oh, queen g5. Desperado. Alright, we'll just go into this ending. Try this ending, double pawns. Okay, if I fix, restrain, play for a5. I wish I could have played a5 there, ouch. That's a real tragedy because now c5 is the target. So rook, if I get the d-file pressure again, I'll be able to play rook c6. Where do I want my pieces? I want to stop f4 for sure. Get the king in, so maybe king c6 is a good place. Safeguard b7 and c5. Right, if I try and just undouble the pawns here with takes, so that knight's pretty good otherwise, so I undouble the pawns. That could be handy, I hope. Now I'll get these rooks going somewhere. Maybe for b6 here. If I play rook a6, I'm trying for b6. Get an outside pass pawn. If he doesn't, then b5 undouble his pawns. Is it worth it? Get pressure on a5. Rook a6. Get the other rook behind to a5. Again, this f4 though. Okay, so b6 here. Just getting an outside pawn. If takes, I think rook g2 is okay. Okay, so we've got this other question now. b5. Do I want to? We'll just create an outside pawn here. Isn't that more logical? There's pressure on a6. I think I'd rather have pressure on his pawn with b5. His pawn looks vulnerable. I think I'm going to go for this instead. I don't think that a5 is particularly good because my king's nearer the pawn. Can't allow that. Okay. Okay, maybe this is a misjudgment. Big one. King b4. Don't know. What if I take and then b4? I'll take and then play b4. Try and get these rooks active. So rook over here for a sec. Keep this stuff closed. He's going to create a pass pawn over there. Can I get my pawns going with like king b7 c5? Just want to get the pawns going. So maybe just king c5 actually. b4 check. And then, I don't know, f5. So if e6 rook e7. Alright, what's going on here? Is my king in trouble? So these pawns have both been pressurised, but rook e5 looks pretty strong. King c4. Then what would he do? Rook f5. This one takes e6. As long as my king's not getting mated, I don't mind going to c4. There's b4. I think I'll take this guy. Hope for the best. I've just gone into perpetual at the very least for him. Oh, he hasn't gone for that perpetual. He's going for a win. What about, I don't know, rook? Ouch. He really is going for a win. He's probably winning. So c5 here. Try and get my rooks in. Or just rook h2. Maybe rook over here for a sec. Okay, if I get the other rook, protect my king a little bit. This is not good. 30 seconds each. What about rook g2? This a pawn's now a runner. Have I really messed this up? Well, his king's a bit vulnerable. 21 seconds. Right, if I don't know. Oh, I can't think here. Can I win a5? Both kings are in trouble. Maybe my one more. So he's got the outside pawn. Not good. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7. Why is he moving so slowly? Why did he do that? He's giving me G3. And why did I do that? Oh, anyway, time win. Sorry about that, guys. It was just chaos here. It was absolute. I don't know if he could have just taken the draw with Petra if he wanted it, but. Whew. So that switched from sort of attacking to positional in the ending. And there was some controversial decision here. I can't really fathom. Well, here, A5 would have been nice to play B6 and C5. That would have been, might have been really good. So the bishop's got a target and he's got the use of a few more squares. Undoubling the pawns. There's two perks here. I could either leave myself with an outside pass pawn, but is it a weakness? Maybe it's not. But this way, I get rid of the C4 pawn, and I thought A5 was going to be vulnerable, but with C3, he's changing the assessment of the position. Like if the other rook can come in, so it's all getting really complicated now. Comments or questions on YouTube? Thanks very much.